name is James R. Smith. I'm a historian and the author of the book, San Francisco's Lost Landmarks. I'd like to introduce my good friend, David Alba, a great performer from the best days of Pinocchio's Club in San Francisco. Now, most folks think female impersonators were a novelty cooked up in 1960s North Beach. Not so. Men in drag, performing as women, are as old as the city itself. San Francisco, a sleepy little Spanish-American village, exploded with the gold rush in 1849. Men arrived by the thousands daily, some heading for the gold fields of the Sierra, and some opening shops and businesses in the burgeoning city. Pockets quickly jingled with gold. Leaving behind their wives, mothers, and preachers, men found no reason to adhere to their Eastern rigid morality. They drank to excess, gambled madly, and looked towards the bordellos and the theaters for female entertainment. There was a severe shortage of women to play the female roles, so men took up the challenge. Ladies were first played in a comic manner, but the actors soon learned that the better their portrayal of a woman, the better their reviews and the higher the gate. Men learned to dress, walk, talk, and sing as took them seriously. The city quickly gained a reputation as a town that tolerated its varied citizens and their activities. In the early 1930s, Pinocchio's opened as a bohemian cafe and speakeasy on Stockton Street. One customer there did a great impersonation of Sophie Tucker, the last of the Red Hot Mamas, to the delight of the patrons, most of those part of the art and theater scene. Given that success, Pinocchio's continued to present female impressionists in the secluded cafe. Later, they expanded, opening Pinocchio's Club at 506 Broadway in North Beach. Pinocchio's became one of the world's most famous nightclubs. It was never a gay club, owned and operated by Joe Finocchio and his first wife, Marge, an Italian family. After Marge died, Eve, Joe's second wife, ran the show. The entertainment value far exceeded the novelty, with talented entertainers presenting crowd-pleasing, live voice performances. Pinocchio's was a class act, a cabaret-style revue that had to meet the audience's expectations as thoroughly as though the participants were indeed women. It wasn't good enough to be just a guy in drag. They had to convincingly sing, act, and entertain. Stars like Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope, Betty Davis, and Tallulah Bankhead stopped by to enjoy the show. Some celebrities came just for the fun of seeing themselves portrayed. By the 1970s, tourists were packing Pinocchio's performances. The show included singers, strippers, dancers, chorus lines, comedy acts, and celebrity impersonations. David Alba became Judy Garland in the most convincing impersonation, capturing the look, mannerisms, and the voice of the star. Along with his other impressions, including Liza Minnelli, David presented singing clown acts such as Pierrot and Judy's famous hobo. Additionally, at the request of Eve Finocchio, Mr. D'Alba created Wojciech, his own special international persona. A Latin flirt, Wojciech sang in both Spanish and English, bringing new life to well-known Latin songs, endearing him to both cultures. Pinocchio's gave its last performance on November 27, 1999, when the Finocchio family could no longer afford to renew their lease. Through the years, more real stars walked out onto Pinocchio's stage than can possibly be listed. David D'Alba is the last active performer from Pinocchio's, still belting out the sounds, keeping Judy and Wojciech, as well as the spirit of Pinocchio's, alive. Interest remains in the man who brought the image and the voice of Judy Garland to life in San Francisco. His award-winning website, daviddalba.com, highlights Mr. D'Alba's career. CD and DVD recordings, including some created live at Pinocchio's, are available through his site. David also contributed his recollections of Pinocchio's to my book, San Francisco's Lost Landmarks. Listening to David sing and watching him perform live is like stepping back to the great days of that club. With all that being said, allow me to introduce you to David D'Alba, the Cuban legend.